Yeah, maybe I'll come for a couple.
Here are your hosts, Nick Sainert.
I want to know what it's like to commit a crime without having to spend time in jail.
And Enrique Alvarez Clary.
C is for chunk.
Brought to you by Empire Fence and Netting on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. This is the Happy Hour. 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Nick and Rico with you as always. We are still here after hanging out with you guys the entirety of the Captain Show. But now we have brought in Nathan Brennan because he comes in saying,
hair on fire.
yeah,
Well, okay.
what kind of nonsense are we talking?
Hold
Listen,
on.
No. You
First
don't get
off-
to come in and
first
just
off-
act like you own the joint.
First off, Nick, we're forgetting something.
How are you doing, Rico?
Hello.
Thank you. 402-464-5685, the Honda Lincoln Hotline, the Starter Heyman text line. It's a familiar voice on the airwaves right now, as I'm still here. You can chime in on the video stream, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, all those good places, and follow us on Twitter. What 1011 Nate B or something like that?
Nathan B 1011.
Okay, there you go.
something
Nick
dumb.
_ Sainer and at Radio Rico AC. So
All right.
we were saying easy.
I gotta
I
explain
will
myself.
bring you in. I
gotta
will bring
explain
you in when I
myself.
want
Hold
to.
on. I'm going to mute you for a
Yes.
second. Nick's busy.
Yes, we are doing our show. Happy Hour sponsored by Empire Fence and Netting in Waverly. Give them a call today for all your needs. Feel free to chime in once again, 402-464-5685. Continuation of our last segment discussion. Nebraska to the playoff. We welcome in Nathan Brennan.
All right, listen. So usually on my way over here, I like to listen to some music, but I was like, you know what? I heard Rashawn wasn't in. I wanted to see how you guys were holding it down. I knew it'd probably be you guys. Maybe Bach would filter in here. I don't know.
No, we offered
was DP in here at all?
a little bit. We were talking about beer earlier.
Yeah, we're talking about beer and candy.
So I was just trying to see how the show was going, and I like to kind of have a listener's perspective. It was like, oh, I imagine if someone was getting off work and they just turn on the radio to 93.7 The Ticket, what would they hear? And I turn on the radio, and legitimately the first thing I hear is when Nebraska only loses one game and beats Ohio State in the Big Ten championship, do they go to the playoff? And I just want to know how we came down to this rabbit hole. Like, what in the hell is going on right now?
Well, so I was talking about Nebraska and obviously the record. And the same kind of conversation we were having yesterday on the block, right? When we were doing buy or sell. And Rico brought up the thought or the scenario of if Nebraska is a one-loss team and Alabama is a one-loss team, who gets in?
It's a legitimate question.
It's Alabama.
Both teams were undefeated going into their conference championship games. Georgia and Ohio State are in because they're undefeated. And I said all the stats are the same. Everything's the same. Nebraska lost by 3 to Ohio State. Alabama lost by 7 to Georgia. They both only have one loss. It's that one loss. Who gets in? We're just assuming USC is the Pac-12 champion. They jump in there because, Lincoln Riley, whatever. So we're just like, who stays at 4?
I agree with you guys that it's Alabama, but I want to raise you a scenario.
Oh, gosh.
Say Alabama loses during the season to insert whatever team, and then Nebraska loses. I'm going to throw out Oklahoma or Michigan, the two toughest teams on their schedule. They lose to either of those teams, run the table outside of that, defeat Ohio State in the Big Ten championship game. You throw in Nebraska over Alabama. Without a doubt.
You have to talk about strength of schedule here. Nebraska's poor in strength of schedule. Can we get?
But you win your conference title.
are you saying-
Alabama
That's
loses.
That's right.
So
but
Alabama
we've
has
seen
2 losses. But
No,
you have to
still
make
just one.
you have to make it. Well, you said they lost sometime in the season, right?
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. See, I'm starting to lose track.
Yeah.
I'm trying to give Nebraska the benefit. of the
Okay,
doubt.
That's
so
the hard
here's
part.
the thing, though. Alabama, can we guess? I just looked it up. Can we guess what strength of schedule Alabama is in the country
They already have it, or you mean last year?
this year?
So well, it's obviously going to change because Nebraska, I'm assuming, didn't have
Absolutely.
the number 1 going into last season, and they ended with the top 5 strength of schedule.
I don't know. I think they did. We walked into
They
the
had a
schedule
top,
saying it was
top
going to
10
be tough.
hard schedule,
Yeah.
but it wasn't number 1. Until
Some had them
about
at
midway.
number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the country.
I would say Alabama's at like 12.
Fifth hardest schedule. They're projected to
I
play.
really thought the cupcake in the middle of the
SEC
season.
bias.
They're projected
Yeah,
to
seriously.
play 6 top 25 opponents.
Do you think there's something
Obviously,
to be
that's
said,
subject
though?
to change.
Listen, you think there's something to be said that just because Nebraska has been so poor over the last however many years you want to consider them poor and not meeting expectations, that they would just throw 2 Big Ten and 2 SEC?
No, I think the
I think they
Pac-12
would.
See, here's the thing:
Not if USC wins the Pac-12 and has less than 2 losses.
that's the interesting thing. So when Lincoln Riley made the move to USC, and now he's brought all of his former Sooners with him and all that, it's a great move for the Pac-12, strictly for the national respect discussion. Pac-12 never had enough national respect to get in. Like Utah needed to do so much work to get into the playoff.
Oregon needed to make sure they didn't fold at the end of the
exactly.
season like
They
LSU.
also were 2-loss football teams.
Well, no, but
every year.
I'm saying, like the SEC.
But that's the thing is-
Alabama could be a 2-loss team and still be considered.
Alabama made it in the playoffs after
Considered-
having 2 losses and not playing in the SEC
Yeah.
championship game.
Like that's the thing. So now with the Pac-12, it's strictly USC. More eyes are going to be on the Pac-12 now than ever. Like
I still don't think a 1-loss USC team gets on over a 1-loss Nebraska. I
Yes,
don't
they do,
believe that
because
for a second.
I think they
No
do
shot.
because you're going to be able to point to
Utah?
Utah's a top 10 program.
Okay, and Oregon. What do we? No, come on, guys.
Oregon's a
What are
top
we doing?
25 program.
I would say that Rutgers. Okay, not Rutgers.
Yeah, get out of
Purdue-
here with that.
Purdue,
garbage.
Iowa, and Wisconsin are tougher than any team USC is going to play this season
False.
outside of Utah.
Okay,
Utah would-
maybe-
Outside of Utah, those are 3 schools that are all going to be tougher games.
I bet Oregon beats Iowa.
I mean, Oregon beats
No
Purdue
shot.
and Iowa.
No,
Yes.
No.
I agree.
no.
UCLA is going to be
You
good.
guys are underrating the Big Ten. The Big
Dude,
Ten.
You're
I
underrating,
I'm not-
you're underrating the Pac-12.
No, because the Pac-12 is a joke, and it has
That's
been
exactly
for the past 5 seasons.
That's exactly the problem.
and it's
with,
staying that way.
No, that's exactly the problem with the playoff in the Pac-12 in recent years is that it hasn't had any respect. So then they bring in Lincoln Riley. You're telling me
they
Nathan,
still don't deserve
Nathan,
respect.
Nathan, you're telling me that at 10:30 at night you aren't going to be at least inclined at a sports bar on a Saturday night after Nebraska beats whoever they're playing on a Saturday. You're not going to be inclined to turn on ESPN at 9:30 at night and watch USC.
USC, yes, but that's my point is you can't just have one team that gets Lincoln Riley and say, okay, now the entire conference is good. I understand what you're saying, USC. I'm very intrigued by the Jordan Addison situation.
Exactly.
And I'm certainly intrigued by the Caleb Williams and Lincoln Riley together going USC.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Outside of USC and maybe Utah, who's only been good for, 2 seasons now, I could give a damn less about the Pac-12,
I'm
to
not
be
sa-
entirely honest with you.
You are disrespecting Kyle Whittingham.
Yeah.
What are we doing, guys?
That is a
What
good
are we-
coach. That is a
There's-
good team.
I will give
Oregon is also a good team. You are
Oregon.
you are highly underrating. You are highly underrating Oregon right now.
Kyle Whittingham also would be beloved here in Nebraska.
Who is the most middle team in the Big Ten? Throw them against the most middle team in the Pac-12. They win by 3 touchdowns.
No.
Yes.
No.
Who is
No.
the most middle of the pack?
Penn
Purdue?
State.
Purdue? Okay,
No,
Purdue or
State's
Penn
close-
State?
Penn State's closer to the
Give
top.
me
Well,
the
they
middle
were.
of the pack Pac-12 team. And don't go say Oregon because Oregon's probably the 3rd best team in the
Let
conference.
me look them up.
Oregon State?
Oregon State is lower tier.
Oregon State?
They are not middle.
Oregon State is low. Come on. I love what their head coach is doing. Dang it, it's on my
That's what I'm
spreadsheet. I have a
saying.
spreadsheet of all the coach. Oh, I
You're-
can't.
I
I
will
have to
take,
bring that back
I'll
up.
take Purdue or Penn State over middle of the pack Pac-12 team any day of the week. And I'd take Purdue and Penn State over middle of the pack SEC school too.
Oregon, Utah, USC, UCLA is on the come up. Washington.
Okay, so those are your top 5.
Washington might be decent this year.
So Washington State?
No, I would say Washington's my middle of the pack.
That's the 5th best team in the conference. There's 12 teams.
Mm,
You guys are, I'm telling you, you guys are overrating the
You are
heck out of the Pac-12.
You are over. No.
Underrated.
You are overrating the heck out of the Big Ten West.
You really are.
I'm not overrating the Big Ten. I'm saying pound for pound, mano a mano, when you get out of the top heavy part of it, because I think it's unfair on both sides. So I think USC and Ohio State are far and away the best teams in the conference. I don't care which way you look at it, which way you shape
Uh-huh.
it. I'm talking about pound for pound when we get into the nitty gritty, the middle of the conference. I'm taking the middle of the road Big Ten teams over the middle of the road Pac-12
That's just
any
because-
day of the week.
That's because the Big Ten's just more balanced.
And that's my point. That's why you take a 1-loss Nebraska 10 times out of 10 over a 1-loss USC. I don't think the committee would, just because they do have the Lincoln Riley, the Caleb Williams, that situation.
what
I
I'm
understand. But I'm saying if I had to decide, if I was a voter, I would 10 times out of 10 take a 1-loss Nebraska. even with the easier schedule this season.
Ooh.
Because you still play Wisconsin,
But you
you
have
still
that
play
human
Minnesota,
element, though.
you still play Purdue, you still play Iowa, which are not bad teams. If you're in the Pac-12, every other week you're playing a bad team.
But you have that human element of the committee to where they are not going to even they're going to be like, all right, what's better for our playoff?
Okay, I looked up the
Who-
records for the Pac-12.
Nebraska in the playoff would be the absolute Wild West.
No, it would
It
be
would-
for people here close
No,
to Nebraska, but on
I
a
don't know about
national
that.
landscape, it would not.
I disagree with that.
I disagree with that also, Nick.
I disagree with
National landscape, Nebraska. Bowl games love when Nebraska is relevant and can
Dude,
That's
you have
true,
to
that's
look
true,
at the
okay, that's
landscape.
true, that's
You have
true.
to look at the
That's true,
landscape
that's true,
of
that's
college
true.
football over its history. There's a reason that those schools on the West Coast don't do as well. They don't recruit as well because everyone that cares about football is in the Southeastern Conference. That's why these SEC schools have more money than God. And the Big Ten, it's not on the SEC's level. I would say that it's second. The Pac-12 can't compete. I would take Nebraska in the playoff as if you are looking for the best matchups for a nationwide across the country, I would take Nebraska. Absolutely. 100%.
They would take it for TV. They
100%.
would take it for TV ratings and for people to fill the stadiums. But if we're just talking
W-
football right now,
And Matt, you are entirely correct. The Pac-12 is just as bad as the ACC. That should tell you enough right there because the ACC isn't that good.
What
hot take: the Pac-12 is better than the ACC.
I
Not
don't
at the
know
top,
about that.
not the
They're
top
both-
level.
They're
Not
both
the
kind
top
of
level.
They're both kind of bad.
Because Clemson is far
I'm taking-
above anybody in the Pac-12.
I'd agree with
But
that.
I would take a lot of the Pac-12 against a lot of the over a lot of the ACC.
I don't know. That's when you'd have to go middle of the road teams and compare them next.
Well,
to
I
each
got the
other.
records from last year. Oregon was 10-4. Utah was 10-4.
Okay.
In the Pac-12 North, then you had Washington State at 7-6, Oregon State at 7-6, and then losing.
I
records
told
for
you,
the
Oregon
rest.
State,
Yeah,
Wisconsin, or
I
Penn
wish I
State
had
or
my
Purdue
spreadsheet
would
so
beat
bad.
the hell out of Oregon State.
and then UCLA.
they win by 3 scores.
UCLA 8-4, Arizona
it's a completely
State
different type
8-5.
of football, though.
Which I don't care. It's if that was your bowl game matchup, if you had Purdue or let's just say Penn State, one of those two schools against Oregon State, they would win by 3 scores.
This
Telling you
Oregon
right
State
now.
team was actually decent.
We're gonna have
With a
to
new coach.
we'll have to continue this conversation in the next segment. Are you good with sticking around, Nate?
Yeah, I'll stick around.
Because what else do you have? Oh, you only have to do 1 hour radio today.
I know.
It's gonna be
I don't know what I'm
crazy.
gonna do with myself.
Yeah,
It's
you're
you.
just gonna be
weird.
twiddling your thumbs back in
I
the
don't know
production
what's gonna
studio.
be going on.
Just twiddling the thumbs.
Maybe I can podcast help Harrison out for once.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Somebody
Yeah, for
needs
once.
to.
Someone,
Yeah.
what do you? I've been on the radio the whole time.
Somebody
Give me a
needs to.
break.
We all have been on the radio.
I know.
Gee whiz.
That's why Harrison's been carrying the load.
This is about to be the 7th week in a row that we hit the EAS on the dot. So just everybody do a celebratory clap because we all have done it. All right. We got 7 seconds left. All right. Celebratory clap because we're about to
great.
We're about to hit EAS in 3, 2, and 1.
The following is a test of the emergency alert system.
Follow Nick and Enrique on Twitter at Nick_Sainert and at Radio Rico AC. More of Happy Hour is next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Don't wait for the Lincoln fireworks stands to open up. Get the good stuff now at Roca Crazy Cracker in downtown Roca. Stop in through July 4th for the hot spot for rockets and more this Independence Day. Open 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day. Roca Crazy Cracker fireworks in downtown Roca.
Need service on your home air conditioner? Call the company Lincoln has counted on since 1952, Bryant Air Conditioning and Heating. No matter what brand you have, when you need service, you want Bryant's experienced pros working for you. Friendly NATE certified technicians with the tools, training, and technology to restore your comfort quickly. No matter what brand, when you need service, just call Bryant. 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
People always ask, what are Jake and Sip like when they're off the air? Well, the answer probably won't surprise you.
Hey, Jake, your Honda's looking a little dirty.
Says the guy whose license plate is barely visible.
I mean, do you even care about that thing anymore?
It gets a little uncomfortable. Now, that's when I jump in.
Hey, whoa. Mark, did you get a new car?
Nope, just took my car down to Nebraska Auto Detail. Joe and the staff made the outside and the inside look amazing. Maybe you guys need to go.
Okay, wise guy.
Settle down, Jake.
Call Nebraska Auto Detail today at 402-601-5086.
The 2022 Nebraska football season is right around the corner, and we need you in Memorial Stadium this fall. A customizable Husker football 3-game mini plan is on sale now for only $180. To purchase your 2022 Husker football 3-game mini plan today, or for more information, visit huskers.com/tickets or call 402-472-3111. Go Big Red.
In today's day and age, people are trying to do more and more projects by themselves. That might be better on the wallet, but it can also lead to painful sounds like this. Ow! Poor guy, trying to do wiring all by himself. Let's have another listen. It's just not worth it. Don't hurt yourself or make things worse than they are already. For any of your electric needs, call Joe at Ambition Electric today at 402-217-3415 or go to ambitionelectric.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now in our new time. We're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Hey, Mom. Yeah, I got in a crash. I'm okay. I was wearing my seatbelt.
People count on you to buckle up.
Click it or a ticket. Brought to you by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Beatrice Bakery. They ship cakes all over the country. True story. But take a look inside their shop and you'd have no idea. This is a Nebraska product through and through. Not some massive production plant. Local people making delicious cake just for you. So go see them in their new storefront location in downtown Beatrice. Grab some grandma's fruit cake, some chocolate rum cake, or my favorite, the turtle nut cake. And say hi to Rick and the crew. Beatrice Bakery. Online at beatricebakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
This message is for Karina, our mom who finished her high school diploma at age 28. Hi, Mom. It's Emmettith and Nicholas. Congratulations on getting your diploma. You worked so hard and have taught us so much. We love you.
When you graduate, they graduate. Finish your high school diploma for you and for them. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
You're listening to the Happy Hour with Nick Sainert and Enrique Alvarez Clary on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
I forgot about that. Okay, welcome back to the happy hour.
That was funny.
I forgot about that. All right, 402-464-5685, the Honda of Lincoln hotline, the Starter Heyman text line.
You know what? I am wound up, Texter. These guys got me angry.
Nate's still here.
I hate when you guys do this about the Pac-12, and you all do it. Bach
No,
did it too.
I haven't brought Bach
You guys
in.
all
Damn
do
it,
this.
Nate. Welcome back, Bach. How are you?
Thank you. Yeah, I'm in as well.
How are you feeling?
Oh, rather Pac-12.
How was the Men's College World Series?
It was really fun. That was awesome. I love when a team takes over Omaha, and Ole Miss absolutely did.
Were
that.
you in the outfield for the shower beers?
No, I was working.
That's too bad. I wanted to be in the outfield for the shower beers. That would have been my kind of.
I'd always go out
would
to
have been
see
my
the
cup of
last
tea.
pitch or like the last out. So that was cool.
Okay,
I got to get me an Ole Miss jersey.
Rico.
Gonna send it.
So
send
get
it,
this.
Send it to him and get it signed by the entire team.
Oh yeah.
You that big of an Ole Miss? Were you rooting for?
No, he
No.
just projected them to win.
Yeah.
As soon as they qualified for the College World Series, the Men's College World Series. I was like, that's my team.
That's your
I was
team,
like, they're
yeah.
gonna win. And everybody's like, okay. And I was like, watch. Don't let the Rebs get hot. They let the Rebs get hot.
Don't let the Rebs get hot.
They let the Rebs get hot.
Hotty toddy.
No, he's not. I also, once I get my laptop back, which should be this end of this week, I just got the alert for everybody out there that because I know you care so much that somebody signed in on my laptop. So my laptop is alive.
Does that not worry you a little
Is
bit?
that good?
Nick,
Well, it's
I would be like, oh, I don't know.
It's
Nick
computer
talking about his
hardware.
laptop. Everybody take a shot.
Take a drink. So Nate talking about Virginia Tech. Take a drink.
I haven't talked about them in a while because they're going to be really bad. So I kind of trying to
Well,
avoid that
and now they get to
conversation.
play Pittsburgh,
Done,
Virginia,
no, I'm
and
gonna
Wake
get
Forest.
really, really wound up.
Big
Bach
time
and,
rivals.
Bach and I are talking about that during
long time
water.
rivals, Virginia Tech and Wake Forest.
I got plenty.
I tune in
they
every
played
year.
like 6 times in program history.
They are just when
Unbelievable.
I tell you that it is the fiercest rivalry in the ACC.
It is.
Look, when Virginia Tech goes down to
Unbelievable.
Wake Forest, where is Wake Forest? Is it Wake Forest?
It's in North Carolina.
Yeah, but no,
Winston-Salem.
Winston-Salem. Yeah, when Virginia Tech has to go down to Winston-Salem, things get
Things get chippy.
So going back to the
What are we doing?
Going back to the Rico and the Ole Miss team. I asked him yesterday. I said, name one player outside of Tim Elko, Kemp Alderman, or the pitcher, and he couldn't do it.
Yeah, I did. I said T.J. McCants.
That's right. Yeah, because he's like, he's got really cool hair.
That's my guy, center fielder.
Shut up! Everybody's your guy.
I'm trying to-
T.J.
Okay,
McCants.
honestly, like if you look at the landscape of college baseball and fans of certain teams, Nebraska fans are different. That's probably about the amount of players that Ole Miss fans know.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I'm kind of on Rico's side on this one. If you asked any random Ole Miss fan to name 4 teams on the baseball team, 4 players on the baseball team, they probably couldn't do it.
I feel like they could.
The guy,
I don't know about that.
The
It's
people that
SEC
traveled
baseball.
to Omaha, you don't
They
think
might
so?
not.
Exactly.
Like they went halfway across the country and don't know anything about the team.
Unnamed texter says, "Take a drink."
That's
Rico's
SEC
guy.
flag.
My guy.
The weird thing is, if you do get a jersey, it'll be that light blue one, and they don't wear that one.
They wore it during
The light blue one is sick.
That,
That
look,
was
light blue
That
ones
is
are
really
cool.
nice. That's
Baby
what
blue.
older fans buy.
Ole Miss baby blue is just
I'll give
it's
you
a
that.
different
Oh,
type
yeah.
of
I'll
baby
give you
blue.
that.
It's gorgeous.
I'm still
Hashtag Land Sharks.
I'm
That's
still
their football
waiting
team.
on my Adley Rutschman jersey.
Did you order it?
I did.
Didn't you see him live?
I did, but he it was bad.
Is this an Oregon
Is that-
State Adley Rutschman
I
jersey?
wish I can't find an Oregon State one.
You can
okay.
find it.
You can
You're not
customize
looking
it.
hard enough.
I know a guy.
I should go to DH Gate.
So do
Is
I.
that your
Yeah,
guy?
don't worry about it. I
Is
know
that
a
your guy?
Don't worry
so
about
do
it.
I.
DH Gate is.
Don't
your
worry
guy.
about it. I got my ways.
Jory, Nick says that Ole Miss fans are rude. Jory says Ole Miss fans were awesome for my Uber driving.
The best part was
Yeah.
crying little like kids on the Sooners when they lost.
Fuck, that's horrible.
No, it was awesome.
All right,
because it's
whoa.
part of like sports, you know, the big
That is
sports
true.
moment. Like that, we all have had it. And then the other thing is, I don't like Sooners fans, so watching them cry is awesome.
It's true.
Speaking of Virginia Tech, they beat them. Ellison, Illinois, also
Take a
taking
drink.
shots. Take a drink. The movie Rudy. All right, listen, I have a reason to talk about the movie Rudy.
Oh, because his
And
dad
I'm gonna-
was in the
My
movie.
dad
Rudy.
was in the movie, so I have an excuse for saying that. That's a cool fact. If you played Two Truths and a Lie, that's probably what I'd use.
But
Was
you
it Tom
can't
Stevens?
see your dad.
Was it Tom
You
Stevens? in the
can
movie?
see, you can hear him.
You can hear him.
You can hear him. He's chanting Rudy.
Was it
I don't
Tom
know
in
if he's actually.
Was it Tom in a movie?
His shoe was in a movie. It
That
turns
still
out
counts.
you're right.
That's right. That's right.
Still counts.
Strick's gonna be in the movie
Yes.
as
yeah.
Jim.
Actually, and he has a line in the movie too.
Does he look like Jim? Does he look like a Jim?
Honestly, I don't.
His casting picture does.
Strick does not look like a Jim.
No, he
like
doesn't look
he's
like
not
a
a.
Jim.
He's
What
not-
should it? What should his cast name be?
Not Jim.
Or
I don't
his
know.
screen
I don't know
name
what
be.
it should be, but not Jim.
Strick. Honestly, it should have just stuck with Eric.
They should have.
He looks like an Eric.
He does. Yeah. He does look like an Eric. Do we all look like our names?
I think so.
You do look like a thickener. Thickless.
Dude, did you guys hear this? People are calling me Thickless.
Yeah, I did hear that. Why is this?
I guess because I'm thick.
Well, because you're
What is
talking about
going on?
eating In and Out or something, right?
No, no, that's not it.
That wasn't it. Okay.
No, it was on Nicole. It was on Nicole's show last night, and Ubaldo just texted in.
It's like 5 seats.
It was like Ubaldo just texted in and was like, "Is Thickless going to be taking over the show once Nicole leaves?"
I need to send it to Bob and just have Bob sing Christmas carols where he says "Jolly old Saint Nicholas."
Qdoba guy, that's a hot take. He says your dad on the IMDb page.
Oh, back to
'cause
Nate.
if not,
Take a
he
drink.
wasn't in the movie.
Oh, yeah.
No, Ellis says was your dad in the movie Rudy. That's so incredible. Thank you. I'm not going to read the second part.
It would be cooler if I wouldn't have heard about it from you at least 100 times in the past 2 weeks. That's what happens when you put Nate on the air for 3 hours every day.
It gets a little
Just a
off
lot-
the
lot
rails.
There's only so much content. Most of
It's
it's
the
Rudy.
middle of the summer. What do you guys want me to talk
So
about?
then why are you mad
At
at
least
us
it's a
for
cool
saying that
fact.
Nebraska's going to be a
Yeah.
playoff
I
team?
wasn't
Yeah.
mad. I was saying that you were giving way too much credit to the Pac-12.
That's why you were mad?
That's why I was
Oh my
mad.
Okay.
gosh.
I'm fine putting them in the playoff. I agree with you guys.
Why? Like we said USC. Like one lost USC gets it.
Because you said strength of schedule is the reasoning behind that, and I disagree. And I said if both had one loss, Nebraska would have a tougher strength of schedule and they would get it.
I guarantee
This
you
year?
I guarantee you if everything were the same, Nebraska and USC had one loss, USC gets in, not based off of strength of schedule, but based off of the fact that Lincoln
I don't know
Riley
about
is now
that.
the coach
No,
there.
no. But let me raise you this scenario: they both win their conferences. USC would beat Utah, which might be a top 10 team. Nebraska would beat Ohio State, who would probably be undefeated in like the second, third ranked team in the country behind Georgia.
Who's this?
And that we're talking about the scenario in which case they both win their conference championships.
Nebraska,
USC would win against presumably Utah, maybe possibly in Oregon. And Nebraska would win against Ohio State, who would more than likely be undefeated and probably a top 2-3 team in the country.
And we'll say that's the
They'd
only
put
loss
Nebraska
of
in.
Ohio State's season.
Exactly. So they'd put Nebraska in, and they'd put Ohio State in too.
I agree.
I think USC gets in over Ohio
USC
State.
would be kicked
USC
out.
gets in over
Don,
Ohio
Don
State.
says Thickless and Rango in the afternoons. Bring all the hot takes along with the milkshakes.
Oh, I forgot about
Oh,
Rango.
that was nice.
Rango, that's been a while.
Rango. Shout out to the What's Poppin' music.
That's been hold on. let's
Dusty,
see if
that
I can
is a
find
good
it.
question.
It's been a while.
Did
since I
anyone
played
know
that.
that Nate is a Virginia Tech fan? Take a drink.
I didn't even say that. I literally said that's a good question.
We get asked.
I didn't say anything.
Where do we store Nathan's booster seat when he's not in the studio? We have a closet.
Was that even
We have a
he said-
closet.
No, but he's talking about 5'5" guys. I'm 6'1".
Yeah,
You
actually.
are not.
Yes, I am. In shoes, I'm 6'1". What do you mean? Without shoes, I'm 6 foot.
You can't count
No,
shoes.
that's- yes, you're counting
No,
shoes. What are you
no,
guys talking
shoes.
about? You can't shout.
They'd make you take your shoes off for official.
Without shoes? With shoes? All right, I'm 5'7".
Without shoes, I'm 6 foot.
If I wear heels, I could be 6'2", 6'3".
I put the what's the padding in the shoes.
Yeah.
My soles make me.
Oh, yeah.
Give me my shoes.
No, I'm just
Hey,
talking like
I get
regular.
those super thick shoes.
No, what shoes would you guys want me to put on? I'm 6'1".
You can't.
You're not. Put on your
It's no
shoes
shoes
of your choice.
That's
No,
so
you
dumb.
don't get to wear
If you
shoes.
if
Add
you
shoes.
give me the Tom Cruise shoes, I'm 6 foot.
Well, that is true. It's supposedly Tom Cruise is like 5'5".
Tom Cruise is my height.
That's crazy. You know who else is your height? Eddie Messel.
There we go.
Sorry, I wanted to throw it right at me.
Shout out to Eddie.
But
Eddie is short.
Eddie is. No, but I'm actually legitimately 6 foot. So I'm not sure where the 5'5" thing comes from.
Ellis in Illinois says this: the dynamic amongst the three of you, four of us actually, right now is fantastic. I find myself repeatedly giggling in my car as I drive across the state of Indiana right now.
Nice.
Keep it up, fellas. Yeah, so there's four of us now. Bach's just chilling in here.
Yeah, just hanging.
Hey, Bach.
Bach is back. Also, Indiana, great state to drive through.
Indiana.
Ellis.
Who's your daddy?
Who's your daddy? Indiana
That's
now has
just completely
Portillo.
unnecessary.
The first just stopped by a Portillo's, Ellis.
Just completely unnecessary.
The first time I ever saw Who's Your Daddy was on NCAA Football 14. I was on a dynasty mode with Indiana, and I was like 11-0, and this headline said "Who's Your Daddy?"
Oh,
Did it
nice.
really?
I
did.
did the same
man.
thing, but I did it with updated rosters, and Stevie Scott won the Heisman.
Stevie
Scott.
Nice.
Stevie Scott, who's in the USFL.
You guys both
Steve
had
Scott's nice.
Indiana dynasties.
Yeah, Indiana's awesome.
Indiana was good back then.
Bringing Indiana to glory.
Kind of strange.
Michael Penix came in second.
You know what
Oh,
you know what you got to do. This is what you got to do on NCAA.
There we
football, Is you start a dynasty with like a Northern Michigan,
Or like
some-
a Buffalo.
just some team
Rice.
that is just unnecessary.
Nice, yeah.
You go
No.
there for 2 years. You customize your schedule so you play Alabama in the third week. You beat them. You end up in the top 10. You'd never win a national championship because you're never ranked that high. Because even when you finish 5th the next season, you start outside the top 25. Don't ask questions. That's just how the NCAA works.
Lack of national
You do
respect.
that. You do that 2 years, and then after 2 years, one of those big name colleges opens up. You go as an offensive coordinator. You only control the offense. Then you go as a head coach after
That's
2
the
more
way
years.
to do it.
Um,
That's why MLB The Show, never be a pitcher.
Yeah, you always
Takes
be
too much time.
pitcher or no, don't be a pitcher, be a first baseman.
First baseman works, but I usually turn it off
How about
so
a
you
closing
don't ever
pitcher?
field. That would be kind of
That'd be-
Yeah,
that would
I've done
happen.
that
I,
before. Yeah,
I have
so-
my guy as a closing
Here's-
pitcher and a shortstop. I have been asked to
Oh,
close.
Schwellenbach.
I've been
nice.
asked to close like 5 times. Like
I,
I'm like 3 months into the
If you're
season.
if you're a closer though, I don't know about you guys. I have no control. Like because you get to choose between control or velocity.
Yeah, you choose
max
velocity.
out on velocity.
Never
You're
do
hitting
that.
every other batter.
never do control.
so NCAA football. There's going to be a new one coming out in 2023.
I'm
Yeah.
so excited.
Is that
That's
official?
It's official.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Well,
So
they
nice.
said the target date is
Okay,
summer
so-
of 23.
so
Yeah, they
anyway-
might push it back.
So anyway, I just hope there's like the recruiting is the same as it was on NCAA football 14. The recruiting on 14 was fun.
Have they made a good football video game since 2004?
No, Madden-
the
because
Mads
Madden-
haven't been
the
good,
Madden-
so I don't
well,
know.
Madden 25
how
is
much-
pretty good.
Madden is garbage.
Madden 20. That's right.
Madden
Yeah.
25
With,
is kind of the one with
Barry
Barry
Sanders on the cover.
Honda of Lincoln Hotline 402-464-5685. Which Husker is going to have the highest overall?
There it is.
Which
Here's-
is honestly ruthless that they can do that now. Like
What?
they can actually say the player's name and their overall.
Yeah.
Like
So-
they're going to give someone a 55.
Qdoba guy
what
has
is
a
Brody
point.
Belt going to be rated?
Under-
He won't be in it.
Like an
Underrated.
82.
Oh,
Brody
that's
Belt won't
right.
be in it.
He won't be in it.
Oh.
Do you think?
I just got kind of sad.
Dang.
Miss out on
We
Brody
really
Belt.
wanted to know.
Okay, so anyway, here's
Oh man, I really
here's-
want to know what Adrian was.
I don't want to know.
Here's the perfect his running, his acceleration is about to be like a 70.
If
but
you
his
do the so if you download
speed
the
is-
rosters,
His red zone accuracy is going to be like a 10.
so if you download the rosters, it is so
horrible.
off. When you download them, the people who make them, it's so off because they have his throwing accuracy and throw power are in like the 80s, and his speed is like 65, and I'm just like, this is
Dude,
wrong. What is
Dude,
it?
Taylor Martinez in NCAA football 14, like original, like with no updated rosters. Taylor Martinez was the GOAT.
They didn't even make him fast enough. Didn't they have him like 89?
Yeah, they
speed?
didn't
That,
have
that was
fast
pretty fast though.
He
It
was
wa- well,
fast.
if you
His
take
throwing was way better.
He
in the
ran
game
a
than he was
handheld
in-
4.2
if you
from his
take
dad.
if you take the threshold,
then he was signed with the Eagles and
Yeah.
failed his physical. That's how he.
Yeah.
That's how his career came to
if
an
you
end.
take the player speed threshold and drop it all the way down to 0, he was faster than literally everyone.
And no, Taylor Martinez failed his physical with the Eagles, and now he created like an app.
Yeah, he creates apps.
Yeah, he
nice.
creates
Smart guy.
apps. So anyway, best game to be Rice as a franchise on NCAA baseball MVP
Oh,
06.
nice.
You know, fun
Rice.
fact, Lance Armstrong's kid plays football at Rice.
So does the
The more you know.
is Luke McCaffrey still at Rice?
He's still
Yes.
there, yeah.
No, I'm
He's
pretty
just not
sure-
a quarterback
No,
anymore.
Tate Martell's at Rice.
No,
Tate Martell's
Tate
at
Martell's
UNLV.
retired. No,
UNLV.
Tate look up Tate Martell. He's done. He retired.
He's
Tate
done?
Tate
Yeah.
Martell's on like his 12th school.
He finally gave up.
Tathan's dead.
Tathan.
He gave up.
Tathan
Tathan
was
is
dead.
done?
Tathan was
Which-
like, I'm
how
out.
much-
Miami moved him receiver.
How much NIL money would Tate Martell be swimming in?
Oh my God.
in back in the day?
Out of Bishop Gorman.
Back,
Did
you say
you guys-
back in the day, like
did
it
you
was
Yeah,
guys-
like 3 years ago.
Where did he originally commit to?
Ohio State.
Ohio
Do you-
State.
Here's a trivia question for you guys. Who was Tathan Martell's primary recruiter for Ohio State?
Tim Beck.
Bingo.
Nice.
Nice.
At Ohio
That was a
State.
complete guess.
Former
That was pretty good.
former
Rico. I'm
Nebraska.
impressed.
So former Nebraska offensive coordinator was, I want to say, the co-offensive coordinator and the quarterbacks coach at Ohio State at the time. Recruited Tathan because the way that I know that is
How do you know that?
That's such a
so
dumb name.
the way that I know that is I was watching the QB1 series.
Oh yeah.
And
Great show.
Tathan Martell. Tate. Okay, I gotta stop saying Tate.
No, his real name.
Tate-
That is his government name. Keep
It is.
saying it.
Tate was on
Is
the
it
first
really?
season.
Yeah.
Tate was on the first season at
With
Bishop
Jake
Gorman,
Fromm.
with Jake Fromm, and,
Oh,
and
nice.
guess who was Tate's wide receiver at Bishop
Oh,
Gorman?
I know that one.
Tyjon Lindsey.
Chef Boyardee.
Anyway,
Would
Love
Matt
it.
Corral would have been on there too? Matt
I don't
Corral
know.
was probably the backup.
So anyway,
Matt Corral's
they showed an in-home visit. Tim Beck was on that show
Oh,
in one of the
yes.
episodes in Tathan's house.
Can you imagine having a child looking at said child's face and going, Tathan?
You know who else?
Show me
you
how-
know who else was
those-
on that show that first season? Sam Hartman.
That's
Wake
right,
Forest, who's
Wake
like
Forest.
26 and still
not-
has eligibility.
Not first season. He was on third
Was he
season.
third season? I thought he
Third
was the
season.
first season.
He
for
was
some reason.
on third season with
Virginia Tech's biggest rivals.
I can't
Wake
remember.
Forest.
Either
Yeah,
way,
you
second.
gotta learn a little more about him.
Third,
Yeah.
third
Yeah,
season was Spencer Rattler as well, and
That
Lance Lejeune, who was committed to Kansas, decommitted to Kansas on the show, went to Maryland, was the third string of Maryland. Now he's playing at some small school.
Here's a question: who can eat more McChickens in a 10-minute time period, Nick or Nate?
I'll go get 12 of them and see what you guys.
No, Nate. No, Box had experience with this.
Yeah, I remember that.
I don't
thought
know.
Bach failed at doing it.
I
Oh, he
did
did.
fail at doing that.
Oh, he did.
I'll never eat a McChicken again in my life.
Scarred for life.
Still haven't had one since then.
Proud of you.
All right, we'll go to break.
On that note,
let's go ahead to break. We'll keep these guys in here for the final segment. We'll be right back on the Happy Hour.
Download our app by searching 93.7 The Ticket in your app store to stay in touch and listen all day long wherever you are. More of the Happy Hour is next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now they've raised wages again and they're hiring for production operators at $22.07 per hour and other select jobs starting at $23.77 per hour, with wages growing up to $29.71 per hour. Continental also has salaried jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates. To learn more or to apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Guys, 10 weeks ago, I was 36 pounds heavier. I was weaker, sluggish, I needed help. So I turned to Jeff and Nicole with Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping and took part in their 10-week challenge. Their proven method combines kickboxing, strength training, nutrition, and personalized coaching to set you up for success. If you're ready to get stronger, get fitter, and take back control of your fitness like I did, the next 10-week challenge begins on July 9th. And you can join for half off by mentioning the ticket. Head to fxblincoln.com to learn more and join the 10-week challenge with Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping for 50% off.
Spring is here. Are you giving your yard the best chance at being healthy and green? Call Penner Sprinkler and Lawn to get your sprinklers ready to go for the season if they haven't been working properly. They're also scheduling installs for new sprinkler systems if you don't have one. So make sure you contact them early to get a bid as soon as possible. Plus, they're your one place to go for 5-step fertilizer and pesticide application and lawn aeration. Call Penner Sprinkler and Lawn today at 402-413-1215.
Landmark Implement, your local John Deere dealership, is searching for mechanics of all skill levels to grow with us. Landmark offers a competitive wage, full benefits package, along with paid time off within just 60 days of employment, as well as a 401k and a boot and clothing allowance. Interested in becoming a part of the Landmark difference? Apply now at landmarkimp.com/careers or contact Deanna 402-310-7561 or email careers@landmarkimp.com. That's landmarkimp.com. Landmark Implement is an equal opportunity employer.
Uncle Tim, some friends and I are getting together this weekend. Can you buy us some alcohol?
I don't think that's a good idea.
Come on, it'll be low key. My friends always say you're cooler than other adults.
Oh, well, all right. But don't let your mother find out and don't get caught. Hello, officer. What can I help you with?
Are you the uncle of Samantha?
Yes. Is she okay?
You're under arrest for procuring alcohol from minors. One of the minors drove drunk and killed the mother of 2 last night in a crash. You're looking at up to 3 years in jail and a $10,000 fine.
Don't make the same mistake he did. We need you to be the responsible adult. Underage drinking, adult consequences. There's no free ride if you provide. Learn more at projectextramile.org.
Sponsored by Region 6, Nebraska DHHS, and SAMHSA. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association at this station.
Work, laundry, dishes. I was exhausted. I needed a vacation. But finding a way to pay for it, not so easy. Then I found it. A research study at Solarion. I searched the studies and found a perfect match for me. It was so easy. I earned cash for the study and booked that vacation. Plus, I made an impact on medical research. Find a study and sign up today at helpresearch.com.
You should consider the risks of the research before you agree to participate.
Hi, I'm Dr. Rob Rhodes, a Nebraska family practice physician. Are you or someone you love at risk of an opioid overdose? Get the free Opie Rescue app for your phone. Opie Rescue can guide you through the steps of how to respond to an opioid overdose. Be Opie ready. Download Opie Rescue today.
Paid for by the CDC.
Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services and aired in cooperation with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
We stand on the shoulders of women who came before us.
Women who fought for their own financial futures.
And now it's our turn.
Join us. Visit WeSaySaveIt.org and take control of your financial future by saving for retirement.
A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
You're listening to The Happy Hour with Nick Sainert and Enrique Alvarez Clary. Sponsored by Empire Fence and Netting on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. It's the Happy Hour 93.7 The Ticket, ticketfm.com. So did we decide who can eat more McChickens? Me or you?
If it's a 10-minute span,
Denard span?
I think I could. I actually do think I could.
I think you could too. Do you
Should we
remember-
test this out?
Don't know.
We could.
No, I'm out. I'm
Yeah,
out.
we should. Yeah.
What do you mean you're out?
Fine, I'm in.
You're in. All right.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm not paying for the
today's,
McChickens, though.
Today's the usually when you eat different food, right?
Taste
Try-
Test Tuesday.
Yeah, Taste Test Tuesday.
We were gonna do beers today.
I mean, do you
Oh.
want it? Do you want to do McChickens on water cooler?
I'm not paying for them.
Yeah, me neither.
I'll buy 10 of them. Who wants to buy the other 10?
I'm not buying 10.
10?
We
You
don't
think they're going to
need-
eat 20 of them in 10
Ugh.
minutes?
Actually, I might be out.
Exactly. Dude. Think about this.
Man, we just had it.
I gotta give.
I'll buy 10. Let's see if you can
Bro.
eat 5 in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that would be easy.
That's 1 to 2 every 2
Go
minutes.
ahead. Yeah, try to see if you can do it.
Dude, once like
Well, how many did you get, Buck? 2?
I ate like 5 of them in like 2.5 hours and gave up.
What?
He was supposed to.
I was trying to pace myself
yeah,
and
he
do
was,
it every
he was
20
trying to eat,
minutes.
like how many? Like 10 over.
But then
the,
they got really gross and
Yeah.
like, old.
they got cold and
Um,
soggy.
Yeah.
Mr. Mud Dog asks, any chance that we get rollerblades on Nick and Nate, live stream them racing down the slope of the ticket parking lot?
I don't do rollerblades.
You don't do rollerblades?
I don't do anything that is on wheels or skates.
I used to do the big. I used to
You
be
drive.
big.
No. I
Huh?
don't do skates.
I used to be big on the whole skate zone thing.
No,
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
do skates. I've been ice skating once in my entire life and I broke my leg. Haven't been since.
Oh, that's fair enough.
It's 4 years old. That was literally my first memory in my entire life,
God.
my entire existence of being, obviously the day I was born, and then after that,
You remember that?
I remember the day I was born, and then the day after that
No!
was when I went ice skating.
No, we gotta go.
Yeah.
back. We gotta go.
No,
back for
I'm
a second.
I'm telling you,
We gotta go back for a second.
What
You
was the
were-
I was
weather
ice
like?
skating.
What was the weather like the day
Not
you were
the
born?
ice skate.
it was a bright, sunny Monday evening.
I bet it was pouring.
Tornadoes. What was
tornadoes,
it?
hurricanes.
What color was the Dr. Scrubs?
Blue. See, that's what I'm saying. Remember, like it was
How did
yesterday.
your mom
Hey.
have her hair?
Can we talk about Denard span?
That's what I thought.
Regardless, no, that actually my first memory in life was ice skating when I broke my leg. And I wasn't old enough to process what part of my leg I broke, so they gave me a teddy bear in the ambulance. And I named him Ankle. Still have him.
Was it your ankle?
No, it wasn't my ankle.
Still have ankles?
It was like my calf. I broke it in 3 different places.
You broke his calf.
In 3 different places. Have him in, and the worst part too
I
is
named an ankle.
no, and he was great. I still have him. And the worst part is Carly's asked me, obviously, this past winter. She's like, "You want to go ice skate?" I was like, "No, I can't. No explanation. No, sorry.
Ankle's not here. I
Sorry,
gotta
I'm
go.
out. Yeah, I'm out. Sorry,
Still hasn't fully healed.
it's not happening. I seriously, since I've not been ice skating, I refuse.
I watched somebody get their
I'm
finger
done.
cut off while I was ice skating.
That's what I'm
Oh.
saying. It's the most dangerous sport in the world.
It was like a whole finger. It was like the tip of their finger, but still terrifying.
So we have a question. Was it bright and sunny in the evening?
Don't worry about it. I know my
That-
story.
I remember the day I was born. What was your first memory of existence?
I don't know.
It was actually breaking my leg. I'm being completely honest. It was 4. It was the worst.
think if you-
Still the worst day of my life.
Here's something that I remember. I can't remember anything prior to Nebraska football losing to USC in 2007.
You can't remember anything? That's your
the
first
six,
memory?
the 6 years,
Terrible.
the 6 years before that, gone.
Oh.
Isn't that crazy?
I remember.
Traumatic events you can remember.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
That's a
fair.
good point.
Well, like my first sports memory, I remember Nebraska losing to Miami in the national championship game.
My buddy Alex got his head cut open because the van door closed on his head.
He remembers.
oh my god.
Oh, man.
We're
He
talking
had a
about
scar.
stuff like that.
He had a scar. He was trying to get his Spider-Man figure toy, And yeah, when the door was
figures.
closing, action figure, and the door closed, like on like a Grand Caravan. Door closed. Cut his head
The
open.
first actual NFL draft memory I remember is when Jamarcus Russell got taken first overall, and that's probably one of the most angry I've ever seen my father. 'Cause it was supposed to be Brady Quinn, and he was livid. And I'm just like, I don't know, I was like 8 years old. Yeah, Jamarcus Russell, no, screw.
Well,
Brady Quinn.
Neither one of them were very good.
Brady Quinn.
Brady
Fox
Quinn.
Sports analyst.
You put Brady Quinn on that Raiders team, he's a Hall of Famer. Telling you right now.
I should just hit the out music now.
I'm telling you right now.
We got another, we got nothing better to do.
Brady
than
Quinn
hang out.
was hosed.
I
You
remember
mean like a Ring of Honor for the team?
He was good. Yeah, I'm telling
he's
you.
in the Raiders Hall of Fame.
Brady Quinn was nice, and he was thrown in the worst organization in football, the Browns, and he didn't stand a chance. No one stands a chance on the Browns.
That's fair.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, Mississippi Mud Dog says Brady Quinn was not that good, Nate.
Brady Quinn was really good.
He was all right.
Great looking man, too.
Just because you look good doesn't mean you play
Yeah,
good.
that's true. That's true. This
builds confidence.
Yeah, big time.
See?
Fox Sports.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Yeah,
That's why Tim Tebow worked out.
Did it?
He didn't.
What do you mean? He won a playoff game.
Congratulations on a fluke play. What happened?
And
what happened the next
and-
week? No. What happened the next
people
week?
forget Double A All Star too.
Double.
I'm
double
serious.
All-Star Tim
He was
Tebow.
a Double A All Star for the Rumble Plains.
Also not working out.
If I had the power to kick you out of this entire station, I would.
Tim Tebow, Brady Quinn, perfect examples.
Hey, people forget. Denard Span was an MVP.
Are you serious?
Well, it says this on. He was maybe he finished 19th in MVP voting.
I was trying to make some difference.
Yeah, JK. Yeah,
No way.
He finished. Hold on. We're gonna figure
What
this.
is happening?
What are we doing? Why are we talking about Denard Span?
Okay, so here's the thing. In
just
Diamond Dynasty, I
completely
got a Diamond Denard Span, and
Oh,
so that's all I'm
nice.
thinking about right now.
I think he was in a backyard baseball game back in the day, though, because there's always some random guys.
QW guy says Tim Tebow is ugly.
Who? Okay, hold on.
Whoa,
Hey,
guy. Come on.
hey,
What are we doing here?
Hold on.
Hey,
Before we get out of
come on.
here, time out. We need.
We're on like the edge of our seat, but I don't know why. Because again,
Yeah.
Denard Span trivia. What?
I don't know.
Who was your favorite backyard baseball character?
Oh,
If you
nice.
say anybody other than Pablo, you're wrong.
That was the
No,
first one.
he was a cheat code. That's not fair.
Dimitri.
Ernie Steele.
There you go.
Ernie Steele.
Ernie Steele was nice.
I looked up list of backyard baseball.
Give us some names. I
characters.
can't even
Who's
remember.
the ginger?
Okay, that's rude. Maria Luna.
Yeah.
Maria Luna was nice.
Is that was her? Yeah.
No, hold on.
The smaller it was like Pablo and everybody. The smaller you were, the better you were.
Dimitri Petrovic.
Who was the one in the wheelchair?
Pablo Sanchez.
Who was the one in the wheelchair?
I don't know.
Come on.
Dimitri. He was the
Kenny
the glasses.
Kawaguchi.
There you go.
He was
Kenny
nice.
Kawaguchi
Kenny was
He
the
was
wheelchair guy.
nice.
Kenny
He
was
was
the
the
wheelchair
dude.
guy.
Yes.
Pete Wheeler. Thank you, Adon.
Yep.
Pete Wheeler. That's a good
Oh,
one.
yeah.
We
Don-
were nice.
Dante Robinson.
Yes, Dante Robinson was my man.
Ernie Steele was my guy.
Here we're
Loved Ernie Steele.
Tony Del Vecchio.
Del Vecchio.
Tony Del Vecchio.
What a
Dangerous.
game! They need to bring backyard baseball.
They
back.
were in like backyard foot, like the same characters were in backyard football.
They were
and
in backyard-
Yes.
they were in backyard
basketball.
everything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So here's the funny thing about it. Here's the funny thing about
What
it.
was that?
Sorry, I got
Got an alert.
yeah.
Somebody else log into your
Denard-
laptop?
No, just
Denard Span again.
some news. I just got a text about. Okay.
Was it Zach Levine?
No, it was not. It was much closer to home. Billie Jean Blackwood. Do you remember that one?
That one doesn't ring a bell.
I don't know. who
Sally
that is.
Dobbs.
Sally Dobbs. Yeah,
Ronnie
that's a good one.
Dobbs.
Oh, the Dobbs
Okay, the
family.
Dobbs.
Oh yes,
Family.
Yes, very
How could we
prestigious.
forget about
yes,
the Dobbs?
yes,
Yeah.
yes. Continue.
The Dobbs family.
Dobbs family.
Isn't there some twins in there?
There's a couple.
Yeah.
Do we have to get out of here?
Jory says the different random topics the station goes down is so awesome and why I listen. I'm dying here.
That's awesome. We talked about Denard Span.
No, we didn't.
You did. You did. You
other-
told us he was MVP. We're all like, what?
None of us talked about Denard Span.
The other guy I got in a Diamond Dynasty this morning was Diamond Marlins Giancarlo Stanton.
So Mike
That's
Stanton.
a big one.
Mike Stanton.
Mike Stanton.
How do you go from
59 home
Giancarlo
runs.
to Mike? Serious question.
Yeah, that's wild. All right, we're done for today. Bach is back if you haven't noticed.
Back.
Welcome back, Bach.
Thank you.
Bach is back.
WBB. Welcome back, Bach. All right, we're done for today. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Adios. See you later.
No, it's too late.
All right, see ya.
Landmark Implement, your local John Deere dealership, is searching for mechanics of all skill levels to grow with us. Landmark offers a competitive wage, full benefits package,